Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Russell Ray Young, who has requested that I react to another Harry Potter review from The Unusual Suspect. This time, Goblet of Fire. And, yeah, this happens to be Russell's favorite of the Harry Potter films. Though for me, it's actually probably towards the bottom. I mean, I like the book. I think Goblet of Fire is a great entry in the series in terms of the novels, but, as far as the films go, I think it's one of the adaptations that most misses the mark. I just feel like it stresses the wrong things. Because to me, Goblet of Fire is, at its heart, more than most of the series, a mystery. I mean, that's why it's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire as opposed to Harry Potter and the Triwizard Tournament or whatever. The whole point is someone put his name in this cup and exposed him, just sort of forced him into this dangerous tournament, and yeah, he's in this situation where his school is home to all these unfamiliar faces, all these people he doesn't know and doesn't trust, and he kind of has this lingering question of who kind of is responsible for that. And I don't think the film really does a good job, like, actually establishing the other characters, like the new characters, the different schools. It just kind of, it focuses a lot on the tournament, which is cool. I mean, I get the, yeah, but I think the mystery aspect really suffers, and it becomes a lot more obvious because, I mean, of course, the new teacher they actually do focus on. It's like the one new character that they bother to develop, and of course that's who it ends up being. And it's yeah, just, and also it's overly long. I know it's the longest book, I think. I mean, I don't know, maybe, no, obviously the last one's the longest, but it's like one of the longest books, and of course it would have to be a long movie, but I feel like it's a bit too slow. Like, the pacing for that one just seems the slowest to me, and just in terms of rewatching it, it's the one I have the least fun rewatching of all the Harry Potter films. So yeah, probably not my favorite, though. Russell disagrees, and we'll see if The Unusual Suspect disagrees too. And here we go.
Welcome viewers to another installment of my series look at the Harry Potter films. We're now at the halfway point, so let's see how the series is faring up by taking a look at Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Alright. Now, there definitely are some good things in this movie, don't get me wrong.
So this movie skips the pleasantries and skips right to Harry, Hermione, and the Weasley.
Yeah, no Dursleys in this one, which is kind of unique.
They meet up with Amos Diggory and his son Cedric.
This is Amos Diggory, everyone. Works with me at the Ministry.
And Edward.
Strapping young lad must be Cedric, am I right?
What was he doing in the tree?
Good question.
Robert Pattinson isn't Edward in this movie. He could have broken his neck doing that.
Wow.
Hopefully Hermione should have a bit of sense and see how unbelievably stupid that was. Oh, no, she's fallen for him already. So our group arrives at the Quidditch World Cup as they take their seats, and holy freaking shit, this is awesome.
Here come the Bulgarians!
Wembley, eat your heart out. I mean, just look at the size of this place. Oh my god, this is going to be the best Quidditch match ever.
Oh yeah, they don't even show it. They, all this build up, and then nothing.
Almost there. Oh my god, this is going to be so
no
awesome. This is going to be the match to end all matches. God himself.
And apparently it was. I mean,
I can't wait.
And the important thing for the match is that it establishes Crumb.
Some kind of flash forward or something.
Just how great he is.
To the Quidditch match.
It's like a bird the way he rides the wind.
But instead we just get
Back to
exposition.
the Quidditch match.
No, they're not going to.
He's an artist.
Go back to the Quidditch
Wow,
match.
wow.
Go back to the Quidditch match, you magic shits. No! How can the filmmakers tease us like that? They show us this awesome setup, the two greatest Quidditch teams on the planet about to duke it out in a place like that, and they skip the match.
Fuck you, movie!
So after that big fuck you to the audience, we arrive back at school as Dumbledore announces the Triwizard Tournament, where 3 schools select 1 student to compete in a variety of contests.
Now, please join me in welcoming the lovely ladies of the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic and their headmistress, Madame Maxime.
Oh.
Blimey, that's one big woman.
I think Seamus has a thing for older women, you know.
Oh. MILF moment. These guys.
A good beat, actually.
Oh. Oh.
Let's call the feet, sister.
Chicken Run? Is that what it's called? I've seen that movie. It's been forever. And Jungle Book?
All that needs is some lyrics.
Snape. 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 Severus Snape.
Classic video there.
Snape. Severus Snape. 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 Severus Snape. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Severus Snape. Sing a song all day long at Hogwarts.
Anyway, the Triwizard Champions are eventually selected, with Cedric representing Hogwarts, but Harry is revealed as a 4th champion. This gets everyone wondering what happened, including Ron, who doesn't believe what Harry has to say.
Look, I don't know what happened.
Oh, this line.
And I don't know why. It just did. Piss off.
Did Ron just tell Harry to piss off?
I think so.
Where in the book does it say that? I mean, did J.K. Rowling ever write, Harry told Ron that he didn't put his name in the Goblet of Fire? Piss off, said Ron. No! Anyway, read.
Yeah, Ron doesn't really act very reasonable in this film.
Skeptical about Harry's story too, and she takes Harry to the broom cupboard for an interview.
Oh.
This is cozy.
Oh yeah, this.
PG-13? Man, this is some heavy stuff.
Wow.
Treat, Potter.
Oh, you stink, Potter. Potter stinks.
Come on, Harry. I mean, you're just letting everybody get the better of you. I mean, here's some ideas for a few comebacks.
Treat, Potter.
Yeah, well, so does your mum.
Oh, you
Wow.
stink, Potter.
Nah, your nose is too near your ass.
Like your bash.
Yeah, it goes nice with the bodily fluid stains on your trousers.
I don't think you're going to last 10 minutes in this tournament.
Well, I'm gonna certainly last longer than you can in bed. Oh, sick! Up next, the first Triwizard task.
You have no business here.
No matter. We've got what we wanted.
Jeez, how horny is this woman?
It's great that that's our running joke for this one.
These represent 4 very real dragons, each of which has been given a golden egg to protect. Collect the egg. Any questions?
Yeah, one. Can I take out a life insurance policy? Or maybe a human rights lawyer? Or maybe the phone number to the mental asylum so I can commit all of you? I mean, they are putting teenage lives in danger for entertainment. Is this the fucking Roman Colosseum? So after Harry
Well, I mean, the other 3 are like really,
to grab the golden
like,
egg it was guarding and celebrate
7th
the
years.
Gryffindor
They're all
common room.
really trained wizards.
What's the clue? Who wants me to open it?
It's mostly just
They're
Harry who's
excited.
not prepared for
They're
this.
making it like he's gonna do something raunchy.
Who wants me to it?
Wow.
You want me to it?
Yeah.
In our next scene, McGonagall explains the Yule Ball to the students.
The Yule Ball has been a tradition of the
I think too much time was spent on this.
tournament.
Filch, what happened to you? I mean, you just been turned into this stupid comic relief character. I mean, remember back in Chamber of Secrets? He was pretty badass.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you!
And now he's running across halls like he's got a splintered broomstick shoved up his ass.
Mr. Weasley,
Yes.
will you join me, please? Place your right hand on my waist.
Oh. Oh.
Ron is a thing for McGonagall.
Yeah.
Joe was a brother, my dad. I could pick him up at the age of 6 with one hand and put him up in the dresser.
was all that about? I mean, does Madame Maxim have a fetish for headlights or something?
And then he died.
And we're just moving on. I mean, seriously, what the fuck was all that about? Well, enough of pube fetishes. The Yule Ball commences. Well, it's not really a ball, more like a rock concert for the criminally insane. Everyone rocks out with a song that just tries to cram in as many wizard puns as possible. And none of them make any sense.
Move your body like a hairy troll.
Move your body like a hairy troll? The new dance craze, everyone.
Move your body like a hairy troll. Learn it to rock and roll. Spin around like a crazy elf.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to imitate that.
Put your hands up in the air.
Jeez, I wonder if they're gonna rhyme it with like they just don't care.
Like an ogre, just don't care.
Why an ogre? Since when have ogres ever been synonymous with waving their hands about? You know, I just so happened to have some lyrics that were deemed too saucy for the movie. I'm in love, but you make me sick. Why not go suck on a hippogriff's dick? Well, it would have made more sense than dancing like a hippogriff jumping off a cliff. So after Harry manages to figure out the egg's message and resembling softcore goes on, Harry learns from Neville about gillyweed, which will allow him to breathe for a whole hour underwater. This helps Harry free Ron and Claude Delacour's sister from the Black Lake. But don't time to worry about that. Mr. Crouch is found dead. What we hear from Dumbledore is a little odd, though.
A true leader does what is right, no matter what others think.
Hey, you know what other leader thought he was right, but loads of other people disagree with him? Hitler. Dumbledore is a Nazi. Skip to the next scene as Dumbledore explains the third Triwizard task.
In the maze, you'll find no dragons or creatures of the deep. But be very wary. You could just lose yourselves.
And what obstacles are in the maze? Well, let's see. Twigs, wind, and that's it.
Yeah, they kind of cut them all out.
Yourself.
That's the thing.
Another
There's
thing that gets me is
like
how
a
can the
sphinx and
watch. First task, Harry was halfway
all this other
across
stuff
the school from the
in the book.
spectators. Second task, they were underwater. Third task, they're concealed within this maze. What the fuck is the point of a tournament if no one can freaking watch it? Anyway, Harry and Cedric reach the cup at the same time and get transported to a graveyard. Wormtail shows up with baby Voldemort as he kills Cedric and revives the Dark Lord, who has somehow transformed into a bald Ralph Fiennes without a nose. Lucky Wormtail gets a brand spanking new silver hand though.
Thank you.
Yeah, but practice on a hot dog first. Otherwise you might rip your dick off.
I reveal what really happened that night 13 years ago.
Yeah, old news, Voldemort. Dumbledore already explained in the first movie.
It was love.
Yeah, we know.
Lily Potter gave her life for her only son.
Can we move on?
Wow. Ultimate protection. I could not touch him. It was old magic. Something I should have foreseen. But no matter. Things have changed. I can touch you.
Oh.
Voldemort is getting pleasure over touching Harry. What more evidence do you need? Well, after wizard paedophilia, Voldemort and Harry duel as their wands interlocked. This causes the spirits of Voldemort's victims to appear as they distract Voldemort whilst Harry gets to the portkey. Cedric has a kind of odd request, though I don't think he thought through.
Take my body back, will you? Take my body back to my father.
Oh yeah, just slow Harry down and possibly kill him and have your mangled corpse in plain sight of about 1,000 school children.
Yeah.
Well, whilst everyone just ogles at Diggory's dead body, Moody takes Harry to his office and reveals that it was him who helped him the Triwizard tasks.
It was you from the beginning. You put my name in the Goblet of Fire.
And he used the Triwizard Cup as a portkey to get Harry to the graveyard where Voldemort would be waiting for him so he could kill him. Ah, ingenious. Except for the fact that that's the stupidest plan in history!
Wow.
Why go through all that trouble to get Harry to the graveyard? They had to get Harry to touch the Triwizard Cup in particular? Why didn't Moody just make Harry's wand or his broomstick the portkey? Why go through all the trouble of having Harry win 3 Triwizard Tournament events when you probably could have killed him on the first day back at school? Ugh, well anyway...
I feel like it made more sense in the book.
All along, but rather Barty Crouch Jr. He gets taken away as we skip to Diggory's remembrance ceremony.
As most things do.
Cedric Diggory was murdered by Lord Voldemort. The Ministry of Magic does not wish me to tell you this, but not to do so, I think, would be an insult to his memory.
You know what else would be an insult to his memory? Incorrectly identifying the murderer! It was Wormtail that killed him, you all hairy magic fart.
Technically.
I put you in terrible danger this year, Harry. I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Wow.
This is a first. Putting him up against Voldemort...
Putting him up in danger is not really
ability. No sweat.
new either.
Having him face against a giant basilisk 20 times bigger than him that will literally kill you as soon as it will look at you. Not worthy of an apology. But facing him against a dragon that can't hit shit. Having him swim in a pond. And facing scary twigs and bushes. I am sorry.
Do you think we'll ever just have a quiet year at Hogwarts?
No.
Well, you won't be able to make money otherwise. There's no Harry Potter book called Harry Potter and the Bloody Boring School Year, is there?
I'd read it.
The movie ends with quite possibly the longest credit sequence I've ever seen.
Oh.
It lasts nearly 14 minutes.
Wow.
As long as his freaking review. So, Goblet of Fire, how do you compare to your predecessors? Well, there is a lot wrong with this movie. The jokes mostly fall flat, the pace seems very rushed, and there's a dozen things that don't make any sense. What really would have benefited this movie is if they split it into 2 parts like they've done with Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
We could see the Ireland v Bulgaria Quidditch match, and not to mention Dobby, and the obstacles that blocked Harry's way in the maze like that Riddle Sphinx. However, I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy this movie. Brendan Gleeson is fantastic as Moody. The dark tone seems to fit better here than Prisoner of Azkaban, and props go to the makeup artist for Voldemort. When I heard Voldemort was going to be played by Ralph Fiennes, I was like, that guy from Made in Manhattan? Are you mad? Then I saw him and I was like, holy shit. I think considering how much they had to condense for this movie, they still did a pretty good job, and all it did was make me hungrier to see the next film. Which is going to be my next review, by the way, so join me next time as I take a look at Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Well, there we go. Yeah, there is a lot wrong with that film. I know I said it was slow, but I can also see how you would think it was fast, just because it does kind of... It leaves a lot out, so it does kind of... it depends on how you look at it. It just... I don't know. It's a weird film. But it's definitely not my favorite. It's... But, I mean, there's definitely cool stuff in there. I mean, the Triwizard Tournament is definitely really awesome, and there's, a lot to like, just in terms of some of the stuff that's in there. But, at the same time, a lot you can point at that doesn't quite work, and, definitely not the best. But, next one. Order of the Phoenix is probably actually my favorite, so that'll be interesting if we get that next time. Depends on what Russell wants, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.